Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's Thought for the Day, the 21st of February. The readings for today are Exodus 33 and 34, Psalms 90 and 91, and the 1st of Corinthians chapter 3. The title of today's thought is, Please Show Me Your Glory. The life story of Moses is remarkable. Only after being a shepherd for 40 years in Midian, he was called by God to serve him. He then had the drama of the plagues and his interaction with Pharaoh, the dramatic crossing of the Red Sea and the quaking mountain, and 40 days on the summit are naturally seen as the highlights of his life story. But something totally special was in store for him as we read of this today in Exodus chapter 33 and 34. The Lord commands them to leave Sinai. God sees the masses encamped there as a stiff-necked people. Yesterday we read, the Lord said to Moses, "Whosoever has sinned I will blot out of my book." Verse 32 and verse 33. When Moses went into his tent, the pillar of cloud would descend. Thus the Lord used to speak to Moses face to face, as a man speaks to his friend. Chapter 33 verses 9 and 11. Moses says to the Lord, "If I have found favour in your sight, please show me now your ways, that I may know you, in order to find favour in your sight." Consider too that this nation is your people, verse 13. The Lord answers, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." The AV has "give thee rest." The promised rest only applied to Moses. There follows a remarkable request. Moses said, "Please show me your glory." The answer is most thought-provoking. God says, "I will make all my goodness pass before you, and will proclaim before you my name, the Lord. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy." Moses is made to stand in the cleft of a rock until the Lord had passed by, but Moses is not allowed to see his face. But the greater cause for our meditation is the declaration of his name. In one sense, God's name, as with our name, is the reputation we develop and display. Moses goes up on the mountain for a second 40 days. Chapter 34, verse 28. And again the Lord passed before him and proclaimed, the Lord, a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness." Verses 5 and 6. The glory of character is far greater in meaning than physical glory. Remember Isaiah's prophecy about Jesus, that he would have no beauty that we should desire him. Chapter 53 and verse 2. Yet all human portraits make him handsome with flowing golden hair. Let us meditate as to how we would respond if asked to show our glory. How we feel we can genuinely answer this request will one day be reflected in the kind of rest we will receive. Thank you for joining us for today's Thought for the Day. We pray you found it helpful. If you did, please share it with a friend. Remember, as you go about today, try and do all to the glory of God, acknowledging that the antidote to sin is not only not to sin, but to do good. Please join us again tomorrow for another Thought for the Day. Thank you for listening. God bless.